Batik refers to a traditional textile art form that involves the application of wax and dyes on fabric to create intricate patterns and designs. The word batik derives from two words, the Javanese words amba, to write or draw, and dot for titik. Batik first originated in the islands of Java in Indonesia. It is believed that the east coast of Malaysia, specifically the states of Kelantan and Terengganu, are where Malaysian batik began to grow. One of the earliest accounts of a batik artisan was in the 1920s with a man named Haji Cik Su who was from Kelantan. He is considered as the pioneer of introducing batik throughout the nation. Since then, batik has been practiced for centuries in Malaysia and is deeply embedded in the country's cultural identity. Since its introduction in Malaysia, batik has since then manifested itself into many different categories in which Malaysians still use today, mostly in clothing. One of them is the batik sarong. Batik sarong is an iconic garment in Malay clothing. It is a piece of cloth usually wrapped around a person's lower body. It is worn by both men and women. Other variations of batik in products that Malaysians use in daily life include scarves, bandanas, accessories like earrings, keychains and face masks, as well as interior design pieces for couches, pillows and bed sheets, as well as many other variations. To discover more about batik, we went to one of the biggest batik heritage centers in Kuala Lumpur called Jadi Batik.
Assalamualaikum. Today we are here at Jadi Batik since 1976 to know more about batik culture in Malaysia. In this video, you will see our experience in this batik center. We did arts, we took a tour around the center inside. So stay tuned to see our video. Thank you.
In Jadi Batik, there were two sections of the shop. The first section sold batik souvenirs and the second section was dedicated to batik workshops where we interviewed Miss Nathi on batik and its process.
So this is our Malaysian textile art, which is we call textile design drawing on fabric. So we use wax and resin. We melted it until it become a liquid form into a hot pot. Like from there, you can see a hot pot over there. So after that, we will scoop it out from this tool called shunting, and then we will start it, scoop it out, and then we will start draw. So basically, all the motifs and ideas and designs are based from the artist's imagination, and then they will start to draw with this tool. So the wax will get warmer and hotter, like it will be hot. So the liquid form will come out, and then we'll start drawing with the control of hand as well. So we have another method which is we call stamping. It's a block printing. So later we will actually have the wax and resin, we dip in it and then we stamp. So in terms of sizes, this one will be more smaller than this one. Because this one is hand-drawn like this, like bigger size. The motifs and flower will be bigger. Stamping, the sizes will be more compact and smaller. If you can see, it's an old traditional method of doing it, right? So the outcome will be like this, smaller and compact, and have not much space to color inside as well. Okay, so this one will be a repeated design. Okay.
To learn more about the batik coloring process, we joined a batik coloring activity. The Jadi Batik staff Fatiha helped guide us on how to mix colors and apply them to the batik design template. So stay tuned for the end result at the end of the video.
Basically based on the artist's imagination, like, and more into the flower motifs. In Malaysia, it's rarely they rarely use animal motifs because it's forbidden from Muslim law. But I think nowadays it's more into modernized era, like they are adding animals and a lot of stuff.
And more abstract concepts,
Yeah, more abstract concepts. Now you can see a lot of animal designs and cartoon designs as well, abstract design. It's already turned into modernized, but before this they haven't used the animal. It's very rare, but you can see butterfly, fishes and all that. But nowadays everything is based on the customer request. Like if the customer requested ocean type, I want basically an ocean theme or concept, then we will draw that type of it. Yeah.
there any differences like preferred batik styles back then compared to now?
But then in terms of design, it has been changed. Yeah, because as I told you, previously has been fixed into floral design, but now there has been changed into like a different, like we are in future, so we are changing our minds into like how they are going to. If let's say like these are like t-shirts and all that are mostly wear by the government staff. So the government staff requested, like previously, a lot more into like floral, flower. You can see all the datos wear the flower. But now, people are more like wider. Their thinking mind is like very wider already. So they're actually asking for geometric type of shapes. And because we did a lot of t-shirts like geometric type shapes, blocks printing like boxes, and it's no more flower already. Because men's are wearing it too, right? So, yeah.
Is there any regional differences like between states or other countries?
Like even if Indonesia, if you see their batik, it's always like compact, like it's similar to the stamping method, but then their designs are more into like compact, and then they use animal motifs more. If you can see like Indonesia, like a lot of that colors and more into like wayang kulit as well.
More brown tones.
Yeah,
right? Like
more brown tone.
Ours is more colourful.
Yes, ours is like more colorful and bright, and everywhere you can see is flower.
We have managed to interview one of the Jadi Batik staff, Encik Wan Jafnam. He has been in the batik industry for 25 years. Originally from Kelantan, he had the ambition to be an artist as a child, but got involved in batik when he moved to the city of Kota Baru to learn more about batik making. In this interview, he shares the distinct characteristics that batik artisans need to have in order to be in the batik industry.
Saya dulu pun 5-6 tahun je lah belajar batik.
Banyak training
Banyak
process.
training proses dia semua banyak lah. Yang penting tu nak buat benda ni tanpa tracing.
Oh ya.
Jadi kita kena kemahiran tangan tu. Kemahiran tangan dan kemahiran otak tu. Kena seimbang lah dua tu. Dia baru boleh buat benda macam ni. Kalau tidak, kita kena selalu tracing macam ni. Jadi tak profesional lah kalau kita buat macam ni. Kan, macam customer datang, dia nak tengok kita buat on the spot kan. Kita terus buat je. Kalau keluar gambar binatang, lukis binatang. Kalau keluar gambar bunga tu, lukis bunga. Macam tu lah. Saya pergi belajar batik dekat bandar yang ada buat batik macam Kota Baru kan. Tadi tu memang batik kan. Saya pergi belajar sana setahun 2 tahun saya belajar batik. Aku buat minat. Bila dah minat tu teruskan sampai sekarang.
Finally, before we left, we decided to ask a few questions on the importance of batik and initiatives that need to be taken so this co-culture is preserved in Malaysia.
Batik itu sangat important dekat Malaysia. So that's why kalau kita sebagai orang muda, kita kena mempertabatkan lah seni batik ni daripada ketinggalan zaman. So sebab tak semua orang yang sekarang ni minat untuk buat batik. So that's why batik tu dia so expensive. Sebab nak buat tu one, macam contoh kalau one pieces only one, dia lah masterpiece, dia lah segalanya. So dia memang tak boleh nak copy. Kalau copy pun takkan dapat yang same like macam yang first tu. So kalau kita tengok yang sekarang ni kerajaan dah umumkan contoh, kalau katakan kerajaan macam guru-guru ke sekolah ke, so hari Khamis kan akan wajib pakai tu. So benda tu dah memang akan support batik. So kalau foreigner datang pun, kalau macam tourism more, dia akan terangkan pasal batik ni, so akan menarikkan minat. So kalau kita tengok pun sekarang ni kita mau nak pakai kebaya, kalau kan budak-budak perempuan nak mau pakai kebaya. So benda tu dia salah satu dia boleh jadi tarikan untuk orang tengok, oh cantiknya batik Malaysia. Macam tu. So benda tu akan jadi sumber lah yang mengukuhkan lagi batik Malaysia tu.
Overall, it was a very fun experience getting to learn more about batik and how it is practiced as a co-culture in Malaysia through both the Malaysian citizens and batik artisans. We would like to thank the Jadi Batik staff for their time and patience with the interviews. It is hoped that through this video, everyone can learn more about batik and develop a collective responsibility to conserve it, since it is a part of a unique co-culture.